Ask anybody in the building. They say they're Super Bowl bound. A playoff win will do that for you. Coach has to keep everyone focused. They'll need 2 more wins first.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we put second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. On the visitors' sideline, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys knocked out the 3 seed a week ago and looking to keep things rolling here in the division. New York set to take the field. Here's Brown, throwing to start the drive. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Brown. Complete to Austin here over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
To the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun. Brown
common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brown. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
On the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Now Brown. Throwing to start the drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Looking to throw. Brown. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun. Brown. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Going right back to Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Cougar 19, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 in enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back to throw. Brown. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
14 more yards. That's another Jets. 1st down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. And he's got it down to the 28.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Brown. He finds Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard
That's the
line.
3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give to Hall. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. Now Hall to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
Looking to throw. Brown. It's Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. To Hall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Off the bootleg. Brown. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Over the middle, and that's to Taylor, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't pump my taste.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now he's going to step up and run. He can't get him down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On third down, here's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down. First and 10 at the 45.
Third and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Ball again. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brown. Now a run here off the... And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. And now starting again here, 1st and 10. Brown throwing to start the drive. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
The Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Hall. Gets around him, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught. It's Austin left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side, Wilson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
That's another Jets first down.
Looking to throw. Brown. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Now it's 2nd and 10. This is Hall. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
York's offense back out there and set to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. to start the drive. Brown. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll run here with Hall. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Brown. He'll try and do this himself. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. Here's Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Hall again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third down and 1. Now Hall. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Man, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
New York set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And that's That's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, this is second and a yard. Operating from the gun, Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll run, it's Hall. Able to slither by. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
Brendan,
line.
every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and 9.
Roll, roll, roll. Here we go, here we go.
Carry here for Burgess. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Loss on the play. It's now third and 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is third and 10.
Here we go, set. 72. Take go.
Operating from the gun, Brown. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Mason.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.